students, again I have come with a new topic of general knowledge, the natural forms. Let's see what it is, and you can observe whatever slide, the image I have selected, the theme I have selected, that is also one natural form only. Okay, so this topic will be giving you the knowledge about geography. It is geography related. Now, what is the meaning of natural form? Now, we are surrounded by the nature, right? You might have seen the mountains, you might have seen the hills, trees. These all are the natural things. I need not explain these terms in detail because already you have learned these. Now, what is the meaning of natural forms? Okay, see the definition. A natural form can be depicted. Depicted means defined as a representation of geographical parts whichever on the earth in its original form without changing it in a manual way. Now, human man-made things and natural things, all of you are aware of that. Natural means it's naturally as it is. Okay, the mountains. These are the creations of the nature. Ice, creation of the nature. Ice can be made from the human beings also in the refrigerators or cold storage, but naturally also because of the climate, atmosphere, the drop in the temperature, the ice can be formed. So these all are the natural forms. Okay, so it is not having any touch of the human beings. It is not man-made. It is natural. So these are called as natural forms. Now we'll learn few of the natural forms. Now, which topics or which forms we are going to cover today? Rainforests, islands, gulf, rock, iceberg, glacier, oasis, desert and tributary. I am going to cover here 5 different natural forms and try to enjoy these natural forms. See the way on the earth different natural forms are available. Try to enjoy that, try to observe it very keenly and try to gain more knowledge about this. I have just given you the briefing about that. These are the different natural forms, but you should try to get more knowledge about this, more information about this. Okay, let's see one by one with the images. Now first is rainforests. Rainforests means where the area on the earth, the location on the earth where maximum rainfall is received. Obviously, when there is more rainfall, there will be more greenery or more growth of the trees. Okay, there are the different zones. Rain means tropical zones, then temperate zones. Okay, so these rainforests are found in the tropical areas. Okay, where all things are in the proper proportion for the living of the human beings or the living organisms, you can see. Rainforests are luxuriant. Luxuriance means very beautiful and very comfortable. Dense means what? Where many trees are there in the forest. Rich in biodiversity. Biodiversity means different types of plants and animals, insects, everything. So it is called as biodiversity. Bio means biological or living organisms, living world, and diversity means the variations, different types of things. That is called as biodiversity. Okay, what is the meaning of biodiversity? Biodiversity means the presence of different types of plants and animals. Okay, so found in typically in tropical areas with consistently heavy rainfall. The rainfall is very heavy, that is why there is green forest. These are evergreen forests. Always those are green because of the heavy rainfall. They receive very heavy rainfall. So rainforests are the luxuriant dense forests rich in the biodiversity found typically in the tropical areas with consistently heavy rainfall. See this, how green it is, and how dense it is. Dense means thick forest. Where lot many trees are present. Okay, I have given two images here. One, you can see there we cannot see the lands also. Land is land there. Only trees, green and green. So evergreen forest. Sorry. Now this is one another natural form, island. See the spelling Island. Never pronounce it Iceland. Is land. No. S is silent there. Spelling Island. Island. What it will be pronounced? Pronounced island. Okay. What is island? What is an island? A piece of land surrounded by the water. Very beautiful image I have given here. Okay. So you can see one land, piece of land, and it is surrounded by the water. Maybe it is a sea or a river. Now, uh, Sri Lanka, it is also an island. Okay, you might have seen the map of India. Always it is with the Ceylon also. Ceylon means Sri Lanka. Okay, Sri Lanka is an island. It is piece of land surrounded by the water. Okay, so here also this image clearly shows you it is a piece of land is surrounded by water, and this natural form is called as an island. Okay, opposite of that, island is the piece of land surrounded by water. Opposite of this is gulf. Okay, gulf is the natural form. Means what is the definition? A deep inlet of the sea. Sea means obviously it is a water almost surrounded by the land. Means water is surrounded by the land. Okay, with a narrow mouth. You can see Gulf of Mexico I have given here. Okay, so it is taken from the satellite. This picture is taken from the satellite. That blue color indicates the water. Okay, and this is the land. So this is Gulf of Mexico. A deep inlet of sea, almost surrounded by the land with a narrow mouth. There will be narrow opening. So this is Gulf. Understood the difference between Gulf and an island? Island is a piece of land surrounded by the water, and whereas opposite of that is Gulf. The water is surrounded by the land. Okay? Example is Gulf of Mexico. You can try for another examples. Next is rock. All of you know what is rock. Okay? Rocking. Rock means hard substance. As hard as rock. Rock is as a hard substance. Okay, because of what rocks are formed? Cooling of the volcanoes, volcanic eruptions. When it is cooled, lava when it is cooled, rocks are formed. Different types of rocks are there. Igneous rocks, metamorphic rocks, sedimentary rocks. Okay, so the mountains also are formed because of the rocks. Rocks are very hard. Some are brittle, but rocks are normally hard. Okay, then rocks, a large hard mass of stone that forms a hill, and hill forms a mountain. Okay, a rock is any naturally occurring solid mass or aggregate of minerals. And what does it contain? Minerals. Why minerals are there? Because you know that when volcanic eruption happens, from where that lava occurs? From the core of the earth. And in the core of the earth, there are metals which are continuously boiling. And when volcano erupts, that time that lava oozes out from the outlet, okay, vent it is called as, and then it is spread all over. It takes years to cool it down, and because it is coming out from the core of the earth, and which contains the minerals or metals, there are minerals and mineraloids in the rocks. Understood the reason? Okay, and rocks form the earth's outer layer, crust. It is formed because of the rocks. Okay, see different types of rocks I have given here also. big rock is there, second red color, and here also different types of rocks are given. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Desert. All of you know desert. There are two meanings of desert, but the spelling is different. Find out the different spelling for this. Desert is a landform or natural form or area on the earth where the rainfall is very less. See, in the rainforests, I have explained evergreen forest, there is heavy rainfall. Opposite of that is a desert, where the very less rainfall is received. Because of that, the climate is very dry and hot. Okay, and the soil is not seen there. There is a sand. The land is made up of, the outer layer of the land is made up of the sand because of the hot temperature. Okay, so there are two meanings. I said desert is one of the natural forms, and another desert is the sweet dish, like you can say kheer, which will be prepared. Then ice cream also is considered as a desert. Whichever sweet dish that is considered as a desert, but that spelling is different and this spelling is different. So a desert is a landscape form or region that receives very little precipitation. Precipitation means the rainfall. Precipitation is meant rainfall. Purposely I have not changed that word so that you will know that precipitation means the rainfall. Okay, so generally deserts are defined as the areas that receive an average annual precipitation. Precipitation means the rainfall. Okay, annual precipitation of less than 250 millimeters. Now you can see your scale. Millimeter means the small lines on the scale, that is the measurement of millimeter. 1 millimeter, that means they see when you observe the scale, there are from inch side and centimeter side. Okay, there are small lines which are very close to each other. So those are millimeter. So 250 millimeter means 10 inches. 10 inches, not even 1 feet. Okay, only that much annual rainfall throughout the year. Only that much rainfall that area is receiving. That is why the climate is very hot and dry. Okay, so this is desert, and sheep of the desert is camel, right? So I have given images of desert here, and you can see in the first image, small image, whichever is there on the screen in this slide, you can see the ripples, wave-like structures. Why these are formed? Because there are heavy storms, sandstorms occur frequently in the desert because the hot climate makes the it very breezy. Heavy breeze is they are receiving, these landforms are receiving, and because of that these marks are formed, rippled marks are formed. Okay, observe it very carefully. The next is related with the desert itself, desert region itself. Oasis is, see, for the livelihood we need water. Even if we are staying in desert, there is locality, there is you can say human beings staying in desert area also, but very less population there, and some trees, plants also grow, some animals also survive there. Okay, so oasis, we need water, then every living organism need water for living. Okay, then from where, if as I explained there, the desert area receives only 250 millimeters, that is 10 inches rainfall, then how they must be getting the water for drinking and other things. Now, there are some areas in the desert called as oasis where the soil is fertile, there is fresh water which can be used for drinking and other purpose or livelihood. Okay, so see the definition. An oasis. I have given you two images to show what is oasis. You can see there is desert, there is sand around, and like gulf, you can say. Okay, there is in between there is water, and you can see some trees around that. On the bank of that water resource there are some trees. Okay, so the need of water can be fulfilled because of this oasis. Okay, an oasis is an area made fertile by a source of fresh water in an otherwise dry and arid. Arid also is the meaning of dry, hot. Okay, it is related word. Oasis. See the spelling I have written in the title, oasis, O-A-S-I-S. And here in the paragraph, one place oasis, that meaning is written, and another place oasis, S-E-S, means plural tense of oasis is oasis. Okay, oasis, more than one oasis, it is given in the bracket there, are irrigated. Irrigated means supply of water by natural springs, springs which are coming from inside of the earth or other underground water sources. That is called as an oasis. Okay, understood this? See how beautiful the nature is. And nature understands the need of every living organism. Even if it is a desert, there is supply of water in the form of oasis. And I will give you one activity to find out the meaning of mirage. Okay, mirage, which is a related word with the deserts, desert area. So try to find it out. What is the meaning of mirage? Okay. Now glacier. Glacier. Now see, we have discussed about rainforests, rains, then desert, hot and very less rainfall. Now glacier is a cool place. Okay. All the natural forms we are discussing here. Glacier is mass of ice, natural ice. Wherever the temperature is very low, like Arctic and Antarctica, that zones which are very much far away from the reception of the sunlight or sun rays, heat of the sun, because of the shape of the earth. Okay, these are the polar regions. High mountains at the top, the temperature is very low. Because of the drop down temperature, the ice is formed, that is the natural ice. So what is the glacier? Glacier is a large perennial accumulation. Accumulation means deposit to get saturated of crystalline ice, snow, rock, sediment and often liquid water that originates on land and moves down slope under influence of its core. Okay, so and it forms the mass, and it is together it is called as a glacier. Now next slide related with this glacier only, iceberg. Okay, see these are also huge piece of glaciers. Icebergs are the huge pieces of glaciers. Okay, just now I explained what are glaciers, mass of ice. Okay, now sometimes this glacier breaks down and it forms the iceberg. It is lighter in weight, it floats in water. It floats in water, seas. But see, you can see I have shown here the images icebergs. Okay, you can see it looks very beautiful. Actually, it looks very beautiful. In the second image, see the shape of the iceberg. But whatever part is seen above the sea level or above the water level, that is just 1/3, and 2/3 means you can imagine the size of the iceberg, how much huge it is. Okay, so that upper part whichever is seen on the above level of the water, that is only 1/3 part. 2/3 part is below the water, inside the water. So you can imagine the size of the icebergs, and still it floats in salt water. There is one scientific reason why these much big icebergs can float on water. That too in the salt water. It is specified there, salt water. In sea water it is floating. Those who are curious, they can try to find out the reason why the iceberg float in sea water. This is the question for you. Okay, I'll be giving you these questions in the PDF also. Now last is tributary. Tributary, see, you can see Y shape is formed. Okay, two images I have given. Y shape is here. In the second image it is muddy water, actually it is river. So but still exact Y shape is formed. Okay, what is the meaning of tributary? A natural water stream that flows into large river or other body of water. Okay, it is mixing, getting mixed with other water body, like the river water gets mixed into the sea. That is called as a tributary. Okay, a natural water stream that flows into the large river or other water body. Okay, small rivulets. Small rivers are called as rivulets. Rivulets are getting mixed with the river. Okay, and rivers are at the end getting mixed with the sea water. So that area where the mixing of water happens of the two different water resources, that is called as tributary. Okay, understood? I hope you have enjoyed. Two tasks I have given in the, you just try to find it out. I'll give it in the PDF also. What are the tasks given to you? I have told you to find out the meaning of desert. I have told the spelling of desert, other desert, and get the information about that. And another one is why iceberg float on seawater. Okay, so see you in the next week with another interesting topic. PDF I'll be giving, complete it on that day itself. This time in the revision tests, I'll be taking GK tests also, lesson wise. Okay, so there will be semester exam in the month of November. In what form, that will be announced later on. Understood this? So be prepared and be, what you say, sincere and obedient in your writing. Be honest in your writing. Whatever is told, try to complete in on that day itself. Don't keep it pending. Again and again we are telling you. Complete the PDF on that day itself. Don't keep it pending. Okay? So see you in the next week, all of you.
Sarojini Naidu was an Indian political activist and a poet. Poet, all of you know, who writes a poem is called a poet. And political activist means those who take part in the political activities. So being lady, she was taking part in political activities also, and she fought for India's struggle also. So she was an important figure in India's struggle of independence from colonial rule. Her work as a poet earned her the sobriquet Nightingale of India by Mahatma Gandhi. Sobriquet means the title given. Why she was called as Nightingale? Now what is the meaning of Nightingale? Nightingale is a bird who sings very melodiously. So why she might have given this sobriquet? Because she used to sing in very melodious voice. That is why she was titled as Nightingale of India, and who labeled her in that way, who titled her in that way? Mahatma Gandhi. And another achievement of hers was she became the first woman to be the governor of India. She was the first woman governor of India. So few of the leaders we have covered through this lesson of general knowledge. This is not an end. We have many more leaders who had done great works for the country. But there is limit for the lesson. So I am ending this lesson here. Whatever is given in the PDF, you need to copy it. This is the third lecture for 7th standard. Hope you have completed all the PDF notes in your notebooks. Thank you, children.